Hi, guys. Welcome to Mixed Emotions, Second Thoughts, the podcast where we dive deep into the experiences that shape us, the relationships that define us, and the lessons that stay with us. I'm Miss CCJ.
And I'm your girl JP, and together we're here to explore the stories, the struggles, and the triumphs that come with love, life, and everything in between. All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
First, do you see my let's go? Let's go. It's football season. Look at her. She like, what? Football season, baby. It's the Lions time. I got my Lions lucky socks on. I got my hoodie on today. I had my hat on, but it was like hot. I was sweating.
Period.
It's football time. Just so y'all know, when y'all watching this, we probably up. We probably doing very well. First
Didn't they
of all,
just lose the last game?
wait. Wait.
Oh.
First of all, we have to get our bearings. Y'all know that we lost two major coaches, a part of our organization. So we're trying to like feel our way through. You know, the first game, although I would have liked to have won against the Packers, because y'all know that that's our rival team. We didn't. But Sunday, we played the Bears, which is actually coached by one of the coaches that we lost.
What?
So he know all the background secret sauce.
That's why we got to come with new fire.
Yeah, I don't really know how football works, and I don't know.
Yikes. All
I'm
gonna
by
say is
myself here,
yikes.
so-
Yeah, she is. My face is like that because I'm not gonna say that I'm dreading, but this is busy season for me. My son is playing what we call a fifth quarter man this year. So he plays both varsity and JV. So my schedule is like hectic. We have varsity games on Fridays, JV games on Mondays. Then my other son plays soccer, so he has practice on Thursdays, games on Saturdays. So my face was more of a it's football season.
It's football season, and
But,
it's about to be fall, so you know it's the best time of the year. It's my favorite season. You know, you got the cider meals. I mean, the hot cider. You got to go to all the farms and play with the animals and get your donuts and all that good stuff. Halloween and the hay rides and, you know, just the romance in the air.
I feel like, because it's everything one after the other, like the season's changing. Of course, you got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. Like everything is back to back. So I think it keeps people on a high. In a way, and I mean, you know, some people still deal with kind of like
Seasonal depression.
Depression.
Yeah,
Some of
yeah,
my
for
son
sure.
is also a
Yeah.
very depressing.
and I
Yeah.
think that's
Season
why the
for people
depression
as
is
well.
so tough
It's heavy.
because it's so much
Well,
back
it's
to
also
back.
because of the limit, the sun. We don't have as much time with
Sun,
the sunlight.
yeah.
That's
And
a
so
good
when you don't
point,
have
too.
all that sunlight, you know, you start to be bleak a little bit earlier in the day. And so that kind of contributes to that as well. But then you think about people who have lost loved ones and so many holidays
Yeah.
and then they're not here.
Yeah.
But it's also football season, so
She's like, F what y'all talking about. It's
I
football
hear y'all,
season.
but it's football season and we're excited. You know, football is kind of where, you know, my situation started. So, you know, I'm kind of excited. And we're going to the game too.
Well, good for you.
We're going to the game that we went to. We played Washington, so we're going to actually go to DC this year because we don't play them here this year. We play them there, so we're going to go to the game just to, you know, our little thing. So I'm excited.
So that's so cute. That's cute or whatever.
Totes cute. All right.
Anyway, all right, guys. So today we're going to talk about no, like the word no, the power of no. Okay, how it works in your benefit, how it's easy for some, how it's hard for others.
Wow. Wow. Did y'all see her point at me?
I didn't see it, but I'm gonna catch it on the edit. So
She like how it's easy for some, hard for others. Wow. My man came in here today and chose violence. She said, "I'm coming in that boy swinging."
It wasn't Dre started it.
Dre did start it.
Dre started it today. We didn't even have a topic or anything, and then she was running around like crazy, and she shouldn't have been. And he was like, "Do you have a problem telling people no?" I didn't say
What
anything.
he said was,
because it started before you got here.
Oh,
Actually,
see?
she was
Ooh.
talking about, oh yeah, I just got here and had to do such, and I'm like, do you have an issue with time management?
"Ooh,
And then she said,
I don't remember. What did I say?
lately, yes.
Lately, yeah. Lately, it's just been a lot.
And do you think it's a result of not being able to say no?
let's talk about it."
Where are my
Hey,
glasses? Because I'm reading your ass.
Let's
Where's my
talk
glasses?
about.
Well, first of all, we will not wear glasses around here. There will be no glasses in this house.
That's good.
That was kind of quick too.
That was good. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
don't look for
Jazz.
him. You ain't putting them on.
I'm looking for him because
That was good.
No. So no, I will say this. Lately, I feel like I have been running on fumes, but it's not necessarily because of no. A lot of it is more mental. A lot of it is more, I'm in this new role in corporate America that I've never been in before, that to me looked like something I'd never done before. And I kept seeing it different. I kept saying like, oh, it's a new challenge. It's new this, it's new that. And it's like, it took for my old boss to remind me, like, you've done all of this before, Jasmine. You just didn't have this title, but everything that you're expected to do, you've done. You've managed multiple locations. You've managed international and domestic. Like, you've managed the amount of staffing that I have now. She's like, you've managed more than that staff. You've supported just as many clients. Like you've done this before. Why are you letting a title psych you out? And that's a whole nother conversation. Like, sometimes when you put a title on something, it could change the way you look at it. Like, we good when you just my situationship. We're good when we just cool, or we're good in this type of situation. But the moment you put a title on it, because what happens is expectations change. There's one thing so it's easy for you, and I'm gonna just bounce between relationships and work, right? It's easy for you to say what the company should be doing, you know what I'm saying, when you don't have the responsibility to do it. It's easy to say, they should just be doing this, and why we don't have this, and why we don't have that. But when you're on the other end of that and you know why you don't have or why you can't, you're trying to finesse and figure it out, it's different, right? The expectation of an employee and a leader, they're different, you know? So even in relationships, it's cool when you my homie and you my friend, and you could do X, Y, and Z, and you could stay out as late as you want to stay out, and nobody cares because you was just my homeboy. But the minute you become my man, then I need to understand why you outside after 12, because ain't nothing open after 12 but legs in Coney Island. So what is you out there doing? Because ain't no wingdings on this table.
Mighty God.
But... I digress. But yeah, so I think it's been a lot of that emotionally, mentally, like mental exhaustion. And I know, like, I don't work a physical labor job, and people will be like, well, you ain't got no reason to be tired. You sit at the computer all day. Baby, that
mental
thing
is draining.
Yeah.
Woo. Mental is draining, because if my mental isn't here, I don't even feel like it physically. Like, it kind of go hand in hand, and people don't, you know what I'm saying, correlate the two. You know, did I use that word right?
correlate, but it's okay.
Whatever. Here,
got to correlate.
dictionary.
Just miss some R's, that's all.
What we started dictionary
We
name
said
was?
it was the
The Mictionary.
Mictionary.
the Mictionary.
Add it
Y'all
to the
really need to tap
Mictionary.
into that, because
We
that's
do
a really
the
great idea.
Mictionary.
Add it to the Mictionary, okay? But it goes together, because if I can't mentally see it, feel like it, picture it, push myself, my body's just not. You know, that's just the bottom line. Like, it starts mentally, and I can say that now too, because I've been in that space. Mentally, I just don't feel like it. I've been feeling like this for a good little minute now. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out. No, I'm not. I really don't even care. I'm not even trying to be funny. That's how much I just don't care right
Yeah,
now,
you
and
just
I
be
don't
exhausted
feel
to the
like
point
it. You
of-
know.
yeah.
And so it's mentally, and so then your body follows. You know what I mean? I've been wanting to go to the gym for 6 weeks. I ain't made it yet. Like, I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Once I didn't psych myself out in my mind, I'll be like, well.
Yeah, it's a different
cool.
level of exhaustion. It's
Facts.
not like I'm like, you go do hard labor, you're physically exhausted. But when you go do mental labor, you're like exhausted. Like I have no physical energy to do anything. I be to the point where I don't even want to scroll on my phone. Like, I don't even want to see a light. I don't want to see a screen. I will sit here on the couch and not cut the TV on. Like, I just don't cut the music on, and I'm just gonna sit here and can't go to sleep. But
Because your mind's still working.
your mind moving. Like, I wake up out of my sleep like, oh, we should be doing this. Like, I literally woke up out of my sleep and solved the problem and messaged one of my managers like, tomorrow, remind me to tell you about X, Y, and Z. And then on Teams, and went back to sleep because your mind is still moving. So
Never that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
think
care. I
ever
don't care
did
about work that much. Where I'm working out of my.
And it's not work. And that's what, it's not work. It's not even about work. Sometimes for me, it's like, if anything is unfinished,
The
if something is
solve.
not
It's
resolved,
the solve
for
her.
me,
Yeah.
like, I don't care what it is. I can wake up like, oh shoot, I didn't order the beans. Like, I will wake up because something
Out
is
of all the things,
no, like,
the
I don't
beans,
need to
nigga,
order
the beans.
I
I forgot to order the beans.
But in my mind, it's unfinished. It do be like that though. I've been wanting some beans.
Where
I
are
was
the
laying next to
beans?
you and you jumped up talking about, motherfucker, I would cut you out so bad.
Go back to sleep.
Lay your ass down.
But it be
Goddamn
like that
beans.
for me. Like if something is not finished, resolved, like it's
Yeah.
one thing when I know like there's going to be if I set a time frame, hey, in 6 months I'm gonna have X, Y, and Z is gonna be here. Cool, I can work towards that.
Yeah.
But if it's supposed to be done or it's like tomorrow, my body will be at unrest until I'm
It's
clear.
done.
Yeah. And so it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not about no. So what happened was Dre asked me about time management. And it wasn't about time management because I'm doing a new thing with slow mornings and I'll tell y'all about that later. But it's really about, then he said, do I ever tell people no? And that for me for the longest has been one of my biggest challenges, telling people no. So much so she mentioned I may need to do another November. Last year I did November. Like no was my favorite word. Like no, I can't go. No, I can't spend. No, I can't loan. No, I'm not coming. Like it was a whole lot of no's. And it felt really good to just be able to spend time with myself. And I realized even then saying no to others was really saying yes, to me.
Myself, yeah.
But I still do struggle with saying no to some people, but I'm getting better at it.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Why do you
so-
think? Why do you think that?
Oh, this is like a session.
Yeah. We actually texted each other before we got here. We was like, we need to get her ass
Don't lie,
together.
I believe you. I believe you. Like we're going to.
We're going to have a conversation.
We
you said-
do not. But
No,
this
what
is
you
good.
say? Why do I who?
Why do you think it's hard for you to say no? Because I know that was me for sure. Still is me every now and then, but definitely used to be me, and to the point where I was realizing it was just about everybody else. So why
Yeah.
do you think?
So from my therapist, because I can say this, like from being in therapy, a lot of that was rooted in showing up for people. And so the way I grew up, and my mom was on the episode, so you guys probably already saw that. My parents weren't coming to things for me. Like they didn't show up for me. And so I knew what it felt like when people didn't show up for you and you really wanted somebody to be there for you. And so I tend to show up for everybody else because I never want them to be like, dang, nobody came or nobody showed up for me, type of thing. And so I tend to just show up for people. And I struggle, and that's on that side of it. Like I say it all the time. I've done a lot of the work. I ain't 100%. I ain't perfect. I'm
That's
still
not.
doing work. But I've done the work to know that's why I show up for everybody. That's why it's hard to say no in that regard. It's hard for me financially to say no. Dopest conversation I ever had was with a financial therapist. Bro, it's so many amazing people out here that we just don't know exist. And we sat down and we were talking about my finances and how to, how I'm struggling, but I make enough money to take care of myself. But I just was like struggling to the point where like I didn't have a savings or anything like that at one point in time. And so the first question she asked me was, and this is something that you can probably think about since you're watching it, was when is the first time you remember having money? Like, when's the first time you remember having your own money? And I said, as a little girl, I remember having birthday money. And we was about to go to the store. And she said, and what happened with that money? I said, my mom told me, when you go to the store,
Oh my God!
buy your sister something. What?
Wow. Now my mom used to just take my birthday money.
Oh.
Like, yeah. So because
Aw.
it was this just a bad relationship with money that my mom used to have, and so I realized that was trickled down to me. So that's so crazy that you were just saying that. But continue.
No, but I'm glad that you had that moment of realization because that's what it was for me. When she was like, and what happened? I said, we were going to the store and I had my $1 and my mom said, make sure you get your sister something. And so I knew at that point, hear me out, I couldn't come back and just buy me a quarter bag of chips and a juice and some 9-laters and only get her chips. So I had to get me a quarter bag of chips and her a quarter bag of chips, me a quarter juice, her a quarter juice. I split my money down the middle between me and my sister.
Oh.
Because I knew I couldn't come back home and she would be like, well, why you didn't buy her both of those? You know what I'm saying? Why you got more than her? Because that's kind of the way it was. And so That's what it was.
I'm just laughing because I was embracing to be like, no, what I gotta do that for?
This is my money.
My Brayson do not play
He don't.
about his money. So I'm just cracking up just thinking about that because that's hilarious to me. And no, I definitely didn't have that experience either. Like the first time that I ever remember having money, I'm talking about like can vividly remember is I was like middle school, like having money. I did hair. So I started making my own money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had my first job at like 12 or 13. Like they did like we did oh Lord, what is it called? Not problem solving, but conflict resolution. That was my very, very first job as a kid in middle school. And we mentored little people when it was a fight. They had to come sit with us. It was really dope, actually.
Yeah.
It's probably where I got a lot of my passion from. But that was like my very,
Y'all
very
mentored
first.
little people?
Yeah, well, people up
The
under
younger
us,
people,
like
not
the
little
younger
people.
even our age, our peers.
Your peers.
When some stuff
We
went
threw out
down,
little people. Like,
yeah,
like
you
midgets.
petty, like midgets.
Dre don't have
I
no
didn't mean that. I didn't mean that at all.
this job?
Right, because she is tall. My man
They
didn't
actually
even
need
step through.
mentorship for people that are
No,
taller.
I meant the younger people.
Mighty
We
Was
got
probably like first for me, and then I started doing hair because I was tired of you can't have because I need to do X, Y, and Z, or I gotta get everybody gym shoes, or I need to do this. I would want something specifically and couldn't get it because of other obligations, from my mom and my parents and things like that. I was like, well, I'm just gonna get it myself. You know what I'm saying? So I started working hard and doing that. My auntie, if I was to bring her on, she would just say all the time, I used to spend so much money on food, still do to this day. I spend $200 on a meal if it's good. I want to eat, I want to drink,
Baby.
I want I love good food. So my auntie used to say, when you get your money, you should just ball it up and swallow it. At least you'll get it back.
Right.
Because that's how much money we want to go to Coney Island every day. We wanted to do, you know what I mean? So yeah, those would be like my earliest, memories of money.
But think about how you look at money now, how
Yeah.
you spend money now. And so for me, the earliest I remember was having that money and being told, take care of your sister.
Yeah.
And I'm 39 years old and I still take care of my sister.
That first impression is everything because it's what like takes up your subconscious. So everything you do kind of operates off of that program. So if you have a bad introduction to it early on, then it's just like I run off of this. Even like you said, in my 30s, as
It
I get older.
shapes you. It begins.
Because mine is pay my bills and stuff 1st. I don't care. I'll be flat broke, but everything will be paid. You know what I'm saying? I'll be broke sitting in my house in my flow with my lights on. I can open my refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Like business first. That's just kind of always been my motto. Soon as I get paid, I'm sitting down paying bills. Even when I get taxes, I don't blow if I'm driving and my direct deposit here, I used to pull over and pay bills. You know what I'm saying? Put this much on the credit card, put this much on here, literally. So that's my relationship with money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now, I don't even want to say extra because it's not extra money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm probably making the most money I've ever made, like working right now, and it's not nothing. I'm sitting there.
Wow, don't do that. But keep going.
Listen to what I was about to say. No. Making the most, but I'm saying it's still not a lot. Like, but I had that moment where it was kind of like, how was I surviving off $17? Like, I'm here now, and you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
but
I am grateful, and let me say that.
Yes.
I am grateful, and it is more than something. So I'm not saying it in a negative sense, but when you think about money and the quantity of it, it just kind of be like, that's not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It is. But when you, like I said, think about it, like wholeheartedly, like I said, I used to be like, how was I living off $11?
The other day I was driving to work Friday, and I spent my whole drive to work praying. But I just told God, I said, God, I won't ask you for anything. I just want to say I'm thankful and I'm grateful. And I was just thanking him for all of these things and for this job and for this. And when I say the Lord corrected me so quick and was like, you ain't grateful for that job. You ain't grateful for that income because you was just complaining. And I'm like, dang. And the Lord had to remind me. So, every once in a while, I'll go exempt on my checks. They say that you can go 4 or 5 checks a year. You can go exempt, and it won't bother you so much. So I had went exempt at the city, and I was like, "Ooh, the money I got that exemption check." I was like, "Ooh, I need this every 2 weeks." Well, that is my check. A little bit more than that is my check every 2 weeks right now. But they had took like $2,000 out my check in taxes. Yikes. Now, mind you,
my heart was hurt.
listen, with the 2,000 though, I still brought home what I said I wanted.
Amen.
But I was complaining about the taxes. So Friday when I'm driving to work, I'm like, God, I'm so thankful, and I just thank you for this. And he like, stop. No, you're not. The Holy Spirit immediately convicted me. Like, you was complaining about them taxes. You forgot you asked me for this. And not only did you ask me for this and I gave it to you, I gave you a little bit more than you asked for, and you complaining about it. Baby, when I tell you, I had to go straight into repentance. Like, God,
Amen.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
But I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, and I was reminded in that moment, sometimes we ask God for things and then it doesn't, we ask God for things in certain moments, and then when he gives it to us, we forgot, this is what I asked for.
Yeah.
Like you,
no, like I said,
like you would pray,
sure.
you would pray to God for, this car, and then every month that note comes, you like, but you asked me for this, you will ask God for something now, and then he gives it to you months later, and you feel like it starts to become a burden, but baby, them taxes are still high, and I was just, I'm like, God, do something about the taxes, because they high, baby, I need a dependent. Anybody got an extra kid, let me know.
She's lying.
I'm
Government,
playing.
we don't want those problems.
I'm playing for real.
So yes,
but
no.
the
IRS like,
thankful.
oh, okay.
Like, okay, I'm gonna get her.
though, Lord. Oh, fine. I'm sorry, God. Woo! You gotta stop asking for stuff because he be giving.
Gotta be like, sure, I specialize in that.
God specializes. You want one or two? Go ahead. What you about to say? Because I hate you.
I can't even say
And
nothing.
this whole face you making. We not talking about that.
All right.
All right.
Well, again, I'm grateful. I don't mean that it's not nothing, because it's very well, much so something.
Yes.
And like I said, I remember, like I said, sitting with my single friends who didn't have kids, and so I make this, and I was like,
But they probably was getting raped in
Like,
taxes
dang.
though. I'm single making this, and I probably not.
yeah,
It's not enough.
You the
'cause
example of that. Yeah.
how much taxes is coming out?
Like I
that
said,
sucker?
you just think back though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, how did I get here? So very well, so much grateful in the sense of, but nonetheless, we've been all over the place like we typically are. But hey, it's
No,
mixing
but we
emotions,
got
second
here because
thoughts.
Dre was asking.
Yeah, but
He
we
was
got to bring it back to the no,
The no,
the power
but-
of no.
Now she's
And
trying to run from the accusation.
the power of
Let me see
no.
if you can run it. Yeah,
Let me
your
see.
girl over
Hey,
here
that's
running.
a good one. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
That was good. That was really
Oh,
good.
what a me. Mirror.
You got that
it.
one.
I can't reach
Still
nothing.
sounds like we're deflecting. So what you're saying is,
But I don't necessarily have a problem with saying no, especially when it comes to correlates. No and being there for someone doesn't correlate the same for me, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because me being there is sometimes just a presence, you know? And so it's not in correlation. Like how we're related for her, it's not the same for me. But I don't have a problem telling people no. If I don't feel like it, no. I ain't got it.
just told me no.
I don't want to.
Tell them what
no.
she told me no about.
So,
Tell them what she just told me no about.
she asked
Them
me if I had my
tacos.
eyeliner, right?
Them tacos.
And I gave them hush. It wasn't about them tacos. She got them damn tacos. Don't even get me started about the
Not
pause.
this.
So it's so funny. I'm cracking up because my little sister, I gave her some stuffed peppers the other day, right? I made some stuffed peppers. And so I was cracking up because she texted me, oh my God, that food was so good. 10 out of 10. So I bust out laughing because in my head, I just thought about her. Food,
Cecilia's?
10 out of 10. Best tacos after service, not so much. So I was sitting there cracking up and I almost texted my sister like, but how was the service? And I was like, she's not going to get it. But I had a whole moment.
But just so y'all know, because y'all watched the other episode, my girl said when her sister got there, the food was ready and packed up. Mind you, I called prior to, and my food was still being cooked when I got there. But that's go ahead.
That
What
was
you
a
saying?
totally. I was
Ah, go ahead.
babysitting my nephew. She had to come pick him up. I knew she didn't get off till midnight, so she needed to be ready. You come get this baby. You get this food. You going on about your way.
It's always an
Two
excuse.
completely
She right there.
different
She be
situations.
deflecting. She be running.
Nobody
running.
deflected, and I made stuffed peppers. They were already made
Ah.
at 2 in the
Ah,
afternoon.
Don't finish your statement.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Anyway, back is what I was trying to do. Rewind.
Do it again. Rewind.
That's
you can
bringing
need
it back.
another VCR.
Actually, made me forget what I was talking about.
You were talking about Dang,
My
how much to
friends
tell
make
you?
it. No, saying no. Oh, the
It's
eyeliner.
not the same as.
Why? No.
No,
She
we
don't have
talk
a
about the
problem saying
eyeliner
no.
that I just told her no about. So I got this eyeliner. It's like my favorite eyeliner I get from Family Dollar, y'all. It's really, really good. So she asked to borrow my. I said, you got eyeliner? I need black. And I'm like, yeah, here you go. And she's like, oh my god, this is a good one. You know what I'm saying? Where you get this from? Something like that. Like I know that's my favorite one. I was like,
I just bought a new one.
I got a new one. Do you want to take a picture? Say, well, you might as well let me have this one. No, like
Y'all, the eyebrow pencil is this big.
it is because it's down to the end.
It's this big. And she has a brand new one. So why wouldn't you let me have that one?
So what I realized is your no doesn't have to make sense to other people.
Boom. Boom.
So like, as long as you stand on your no, if it makes sense to you, if it's
That's all
solid
that
to you,
matters.
that's all that matters. Like you don't have to get it. That's cool. Like
But because no is a complete sentence.
absolutely,
It is. No means just that. No. But I did tell her she can have it though. But ultimately, that was my first response because no. I'm like that about food. Like, I listen.
Not food. I'm baby, listen. No, I'm not
I don't be
sharing.
wanting to share. My mama, we went somewhere the other day, y'all. I was cracking up and she was like, that's enough. Because I don't feel like arguing with Sierra about no food.
Yeah, I don't really share food.
yeah, no,
No, I ain't doing
I
that.
just told y'all I spend all my money on food, so it's mine.
Listen,
But no.
listen, Sierra tell you, baby, I will go to a restaurant by myself.
Yeah.
I flew to DC to go to a restaurant I
Yeah.
wanted to go to, and my bill by myself was $500+ because I really wanted to try this restaurant. Baby, I don't play about my food though.
That's real. I'm getting better with sharing food, but not for real. So
Especially my crab legs.
that part.
Oh no, you can't have
Going
none.
on, like get on out of here. Oh, I bought this crab boil from the Chinese restaurant the other day. It was actually really good. Granted, I had to add my own little seasonings, but
No,
it
the
was
place
good.
I go to is it be girl, I'm gonna put you on.
Chinese food restaurants be dibbling dabbling in some of
And
everything. Don't they?
everything.
They was
I
like, no, we
you know,
do
the crab legs
everything.
was a little small, but for $30, I wasn't mad. It was a
put
quick
you on
little
my
one
spot.
too.
My spot, you
Added
gonna be
a
like
little seasoning,
seasoned
and it was
to
good.
perfection.
Okay, you got to put me
I'm
on,
put you
but.
on.
Yes. So saying no is not a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? If I don't feel like it, I don't want to, I don't want to be bothered. No. Okay. I don't feel bad about it. I don't have to give you an explanation, but half of the time, if you want one, you're not going to like it. So just let me be.
Yeah.
My no is my no. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it. I don't want to. I don't want to pretend. No. Can they come? No. Can we? No. I ain't got a problem with it. It just
Yeah.
rolls off like it's second nature.
Yeah,
Don't.
that feels good.
You're a mean girl, Mr. Grinch. No. But I wouldn't
You
say
know,
that. I think that's the thing.
If I ain't got it, no.
I have to work on that though.
Like-
my mom always says, when it comes to money, she always says, never loan out what you can't afford
That
to
part.
give. And so I've been learning to be better about that. But most of the time, because I know you're not gonna give it back, I'm like, here, you can just have it. I don't even worry about paying it back. Like this month, I have to give somebody $500. I have to give them $500. And I've been literally like, the Lord told
You
me.
see my face?
The Lord told me
Wait.
I have to give this person $500.
The only way they getting it, that they have to get it.
He you got to give her $500 by the end of this month.
Lord, talk to more people on my behalf and tell them they have
But
to
you know
give
what
me.
I've learned though.
Amen.
But listen
But
to
you
me though.
always blessed. And when you are,
But
you are
that part
so
right
obedient.
there.
You are so obedient.
That part right there.
And dang, I wish I would have actually brought it. So if y'all don't know, we're fasting this month. I don't know if we talked about it, but we're fasting. I'm doing no alcohol and no meat. So I'll eat
I got
seafood.
a list of stuff, but go.
Yeah, hers is deep. I usually go hard. I didn't feel like it this time. I didn't. But I also be feeling like that's why they don't be working. My fast don't be hitting like I need them to hit. Nonetheless, I have I used the chat GPT though and had them write me like a 30-day fast, but it was like you just got to be specific in what you want and what you need. And it actually came out really dope for the most part. I was like, I need scriptures, I need questions like reflection, and then stuff that I can feedback on or whatever. So it's actually been really, really dope, right? So my reason was strengthening my faith and then obedience. That's literally what my fast is about. And so my scripture and stuff for today was I'm probably about to mess up because I don't remember. It might have been because I did two because I was a day off. I try to keep up and do one a day, but I forgot yesterday, so I did both of them today. But one of them was like Philippians, something about Moses just doing what he was told. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, and so then there were questions to that.
I don't know why that's funny to me.
What?
Something about Moses and
Something
something.
about
He was
Moses
told to do something.
doing something he was
y'all,
told to
y'all
do.
know. Y'all know.
Y'all should know. I don't know.
Look it
I
up.
suck. Okay, but then the reflection questions, and I'm mad because it was like two questions. So the first question, I wrote the answer and I'm trying to, it was like, what are you not being obedient about? Or what would life look like if you were obedient? You know, it was like 2 questions in one, but something, oh my God. What am I lacking in? Because I wrote it down and the next question had exactly what I had. And I was like, all right, bing, 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 I finally got something. It kind of like hit the nail on the head, but it was more so about discipline. Because it was like, is there something, are you ignoring something that God is telling you to do right now? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? It ain't told me about nothing that I could think of right now. And then it just was like, well, what does it look like when you do or something like that? And I'm like, you know, blessings, favor, everything when you are completely obedient when it doesn't make sense. But however, like I said, I'm probably mixing the 2 up because it was 4 questions, whatever. But it was talking about discipline, you know, and they just like, so in my one thing, and I just was like, I think I'm struggling with knowing if this is what he's saying to me or doing it or whatever, and then the discipline to just do it. I do things eventually, but not right then and there, you know what I mean? And I was like, so I struggle with the discipline part of it. And then the next question literally was like, what would it look like if you brought God into your discipline or something along those lines? I said, oh, drop the pen. Like, hold on. Like, okay, that's what this looks like or whatever. So I completely forgot how this tied into what we was talking about. So we don't even
We was
matter.
talking about
What we was talking about? Because I had a
having
point.
to sow to somebody $500 and you just like,
Yes,
okay.
because just talk about your obedience. But your obedience, and she's a perfect example of this. So why I be scared in any way, shape, or form? I don't know. I don't even say scared. It just be cautious. I'm like, you know what I'm saying, a cautionary risk taker. Got to make sense. I need to see ABC. You know what I'm saying? But I witnessed her obedience and her favor and blessings all the time. Like, so she's super, super dope in her obedience. And I got to get there, you know what I mean? In the sense of, but I also need some clear directions. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, now tell me what to do. Now, all right. But yes, so being obedient is big. And so she has to be obedient in her nose too, because sometimes it may be like, you don't need to do that. But she go against it. So she lacks in that area, if that makes sense. Where it just
Yeah, I
like,
told you, I don't know how this episode became
About you.
about me, but yeah,
But
we're
it
here.
is.
But we're here.
We're here. Parked at your address.
You know? Come and knock on my door.
Come and knock on my door.
But no,
We'll be waiting
I
for
think
you.
for me, you're absolutely right. Being obedient though it has been a struggle. It's been a struggle, but I realized that when I am obedient, that there is something waiting for me. And I always go back to the Bible, and when Peter was out fishing and he got upset and he went to go fish, and you know Peter was a fisherman, he couldn't pull anything up, and literally he was a fisherman, he knew what to do when he couldn't find anything, and Jesus came and was like, Peter, cast your right on the other side. And he listened to God, Jesus, and he was able to pull
fussed
up.
first. See,
He
that's
did.
me.
He was
I'm
he was,
like, now you don't think I already did
Yeah,
it
I'm
6
I'm a
times.
professional. I know what I'm doing
so
here.
you think I've been out here all night and I ain't go on that side? You see me here butt naked. Peter was so mad he got naked, like, oh my God. So Jesus came like, go on over there, Peter. But you know, and he was able to, and it was like, dang, it's just that simple. Like, if you do what I tell you to do, I got you. And it's either you trust God or you don't.
Or you don't, and that's what it boils
Either
down to.
you trust God or you don't.
Yeah.
And so for me, I have been in situations where I've been down to my last $2. Okay,
My last $2.
last $2. Okay, yeah.
I was waiting for it.
But yeah,
You don't know that one, Drake?
I know
better
that one.
know
I was
that.
just
Thank you,
waiting
Jesus.
okay.
We be on the same page a
For
lot.
once, we all know something.
For once. It
Listen,
took
I'm
14,
about to start
15
thinking, For
episodes.
once in my life. Okay, never mind. Y'all probably don't know that.
I
either.
know that.
Stevie Wonder.
Of course
I know
I
you
know
know it's
that.
Stevie. Oh Lord. Anyways, but I've been down to like on my knuckles, and God will tell me to go to sow my last, and I'm like, well, you see it. And I remember I used to go back and forth with God, like, so you gonna ask me to give up my last, but and I would just do it. And I realized that every time I did it, that God would send double and he would send triple. And it would be like I wouldn't lack. And it may not have been like I got the money directly. It was like the thing I was worried about was taken care
It's
of.
taken care of, yeah.
The bill was paid, like I was okay. And so I've watched God do so many great things that I have no choice but to obey.
Amen.
That's how I feel. Like I have no choice but to obey a God that takes care of me in so many ways. So when I got this job, I asked the Lord, how did he want me to steward this money? And he told me specifically, it's the craziest thing ever. In September, you're going to give this person $500. You're going to give this person this. Like, he told me who I was going to sow, when to sow, and how to sow. And I think even at church, sometimes my pastor be like, did you pay your tithes? Like, yeah, the Lord had told me to get that money over here.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, what? Like, I have to be obedient to where God tells me to sow. And very often it's not sow in a church. It's, hey, I need you to go take care of this for this person. And so I realized that when I do that, but I pray for this.
Amen.
I said it all the time. I pray for that. I pray that Lord make me the man. And it be times where I look at my account and it's really 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread in that boy because I don't know how. I don't know how.
Let me tell you, I was like a couple months ago. She's like, girl, I don't know. I just keep swiping. Why? Why? She was like, I just keep swiping. And I'm like, what? Who does that?
Because maybe I know.
It went through.
No, for real. And she be, yo, Dre.
Okay,
That's
hand me the
literally
bag, hand me the bag.
Yo, Dre, for real. So I'm going to try this one more time. And I'm like, dog, so I don't even want to look.
I don't even want to look at my account.
That is good. She used to be like, oh, it went through. Like, she.
All right, let's hurry up and get out of here before somebody calls.
All the time because
I can't do that. I be
that's
checking.
But it's crazy because I will say this: I went through a season of my life where the Lord let me save. I didn't know why. I lost my job. I told somebody I lived off of my savings for 2 years.
Amen.
I had that much money that I was able to live off my savings for 2 years with no job. But when it's time to give, it's time to give, and so I be obedient in that regards. But I think what I need to start, what I've told myself that I have to start doing better is seeking God for every response.
Amen.
Hey, Jazz, let me talk to my daddy about that. Yeah. Like, hey, let me go ask God real quick because the Jazz in me wants to. Like, okay, cool, I got you. But I say all the time, I don't see money the way everybody else sees money.
Right.
I don't see money as like I gotta stack, I gotta be good. I see money as this is the currency that I'm going to use to bless people because that has always been how I function.
Amen.
Take care of your sister.
That's a great thing. Yeah.
Sister just had a baby. Where I go the other day?
She called me. I said, here you go.
Last night.
Don't be mad, Bree, but I definitely was like, Jazz, don't overdo it. Because she don't know. No, how did it come out?
How much did I spend? About 400.
See? You know?
She's
She's like, I'm not. She's on the phone. She's like, see, I'm not going to overdo it. Like,
but she just had the baby 2 days ago.
Oh, it's okay.
And she never did a baby shower. You know what I'm saying? So the baby needed a lot. So I spent but in that sense, I did spend on the baby. I did get my nephew, he turned 1. And it's a new baby coming out. I said, he need to have some stuff too. So I got stuff for him too. Cause I said, I don't want to come in with all this stuff for her. And he like, well, hold on, wait a minute. I've been here. So I got him some stuff as well.
I love
So
Benji.
I wanted to make sure that my baby turned 1. That picture gonna be on here because I'm sitting at the Dre because he gonna put my baby first picture on here. But yeah, so I did that. But in my mind, God will give it back.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I wasn't tripping. I just know her, and that's good. I'm proud. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of her.
I only spent $400.
$400 is great for her. That's great. I'm very impressed. You know what I'm saying? But she will go above and beyond. Over and over, you know what I'm saying? And that's no shade to, you know what I'm saying, the baby or anything like that. To anybody. But I know my friend. You know what I'm saying? It's been time by Jasmine, no. And she was like, thank you for that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I had to cheat on my nail tech.
Yeah, and she was just like, and I'm just like, girl, go ahead. No, let me tell you. Because I couldn't believe this fool. She had to cheat on her nail tech, right? Her nail tech wasn't available, so she had somewhere to be. So I'm going to have to send her some money because I cheated. Why? Why? Tell me why you got to send her some money because you went to someone else because she wasn't available.
That's how dudes who ain't shit, like, that's what they do.
Like,
let me go and buy her this purse.
Like, what?
Don't do that.
Y'all, she was so serious.
Did you do it for real?
No.
I didn't send it.
No, because Jazz, for what?
I've never heard anybody say something like that. That's
no.
crazy.
I didn't send
She
it though,
wasn't
was
available.
Like, no.
You went somewhere. No. Why would you do that?
Because let me say this though. What I do know about my nail tech though is she's been in the hardship. You know what I'm saying? She left the shop. She's doing everything from her house now. And so when you have consistent clients, you expect this income. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Jack's gonna come.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna be able to pay this bill. So I didn't want to take that from her, having that ability. And I get that she wasn't available, but she also looks out for me all the time. You know, like she'll get up at 5 a.m. Like I gotta come before work. Okay, I'll be up at 5.
So an extra tip when you go makes perfect sense, Jazz. But to just send some and there's no shade.
No, I got you.
It's
But that's
no
just my
shade.
nature. Let me
And
just
I
be
get
clear.
it. Like,
that is my the woman in me is I take care of the people
who take care of you, and
me.
that's fine.
And if you don't take care of me, I'm still gonna take care of you because it's not about you. Especially if my daddy, if the Lord, like, hey, look out for him. Like, dang, all right, God, I got you. Like,
so yeah, extra tip
nose,
and things of that nature. Absolutely, I'm not mad at that at all. But to just out of nowhere because you went to someone else, no, Jasmine.
I cheated. feel
So
bad. And listen, wait. When I was
As
leaving,
someone who does hair, you know what I'm saying, or has clients and stuff like that, I mean, I can't speak for her because I don't know her. But it's one thing if you have an appointment and someone doesn't show, and I counted that money.
Right.
But if there was no appointment established or anything like that, you know what I'm saying?
But
it
I'm
was kinda
consistent
like,
though. I go to her. We know I'm coming in 2.5 to 3 weeks. So she knows every 2.5, this is what she about to get. You know what I'm saying? So I know, and that's her only source of income. All she does is this. So that's why I was saying that.
Okay.
But I will say when I was finishing, I paid over there. They said, do you want to schedule your next appointment? I said, no, I cheated on my nail tech. I'm going back. I'm going back.
Fine.
I'm not coming back here, but I'm going back to
How
my
did
girl.
they do, by the way?
They did okay. It wasn't bad. We had to cut them all down because they was kind of, this hand was broken up real bad.
That's crazy. When you cheat, it's never as good as
it's never as good. I miss my Buddha. They didn't get me together.
That's
I'm like,
crazy
girl.
work. Okay, no, but I was gonna say to that, because I get you, because lately I have this different relationship with money. I understand that money is spiritual.
Yes.
And so your heart posture behind it will then show up in the world. So when you don't have this, oh, I need to keep, I need to stack, I need to hold on to, and you allow it to flow, God is like, bet, okay, I trust you. I trust you with this.
That part
And
right
more
there.
flows. So
Yep.
then it's always something available for you to give because you're not looking at this physical thing as if it's the end all be all. It's a reflection of the spirit. So that's just that's the realization that I've come to lately.
Money is a
and,
seed.
and I'm noticing that that's literally how it shows up. Like the moment that because I made a post the other day and it was like every time you pay a bill, give thanks. Because it's literally like instead of saying like, damn, I just had to pay that
this
cable
bill.
bill. You know, instead of doing that, have a different posture about it. So then it's like I'm always in this position
Grateful
to
that
say,
I had it to do it.
I'm
yeah,
thankful.
Thank you. Thank
Exactly.
you.
Like how you
Amen.
said
I like
earlier,
that.
that I'm thankful
Yes.
that stance is big. So
Yeah,
I
it's
get
real
that,
big.
but at the same time, that I think sometimes we'll get so blinded by it that we don't see that maybe we
People are taking advantage
we
of
stop
it.
we
That
stop paying
part.
attention to ourselves, and then it's just like, oh yeah, we good, and then God was just like, all right, but I need you, love your neighbor as yourself. So you can't just love your
gotta
neighbor
love you.
as you. So if you don't know how to, if you're not handling you right, you're not gonna handle them right.
Amen.
Maybe you're a crutch to them or handicapping them.
It's a lot to that, but what you said, money is spiritual, and it is a seed. My bishop says it all the time. How money is a seed. You sow money, you plant money. The Bible talks about where a man's heart is, so is his treasure. You can find out what you love or what's important to a person by how they spend their money. So where do you spend your money? How are you?
On
you know what I'm
food.
saying? Where on food? Maybe she lets you know that's where her heart is. That's that thing that brings her joy. That food brings her joy, so she don't mind spending money on food. I don't mind spending money on shoes. Or I said today, like, bro, you bought 3 pair of shoes this week. I bought 3 pair of shoes this week, and the only reason why I didn't get the 4th
2
pair.
feet, the same feet
The
every
only
day.
reason why I didn't get the 4th pair was because they didn't have my size. But I really wanted them.
Like, where are they gonna go?
It's bad. It's bad. But
That's wild.
where your heart is, so where your treasure is, so is where
I'm
your
about to
heart
say,
is.
is it the opposite? It's
Yeah,
where
where
your
your
treasure
treasure
is,
is.
then your heart will follow.
Yeah, your heart will
Something
follow.
like
No,
So
for
you
sure.
spend
It's
your money
bills
on
for
what
me.
you-
I be grateful. I be happy. I'm talking about y'all. Literally, soon as it hit, I'm taking care of business.
my
Okay.
deposit hits,
I take care of
I
bills.
take care of my bills.
But no.
Actually, I
literally.
ordered DoorDash first. I'm like, I was hungry.
Let me
Y'all ever
repeat
get a
myself.
little
Let me-
hungrier
let me-
after?
let me-
Baby, listen, when that deposit happy
You got a
like
little
crab
money?
legs,
My stomach
I
be
be
like,
texting like, can I have crab legs today?
I'm dead. But no, guys, we got to bring it back because per usual, we're all over. But nonetheless, a great
So what I
conversation.
think I've gotten out of this is that I did November last year. I'm doing November
You
this
gotta
year.
do
Will you
November.
guys do November with me this year?
Probably not.
Why?
because I do it every day of the year.
No, but this one is different. No, it's not about telling people no. It's about telling yourself no to some stuff.
That's good.
About
Okay.
telling
I'm with that.
like no spending, not just no I can't go, no I can't do, like no spending, no to people, no showing up, like whatever that thing is. That's,
Nowhere it's been detrimental to you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nowhere it's been. I was about to say that wherever that thing is, then you just had to sum it up in like really short terms. But yeah.
Hey, usually I don't be that quick with it, so I'm actually patting myself on the back.
Okay, Patty Pat.
Period. Patty Pat. I'm dead. What the hell is Patty? Whatever.
Patty Pat. No, listen, but like Dre
Dr.
said,
Clap.
whatever has been detrimental to you, it should be what your no is in November.
I'm
know
gonna say, I'm
this.
gonna think about it.
Because if you keep saying, I've been saying for 6 weeks I'm going to the gym, then maybe it's no excuses in November, right? Maybe it's, whatever that thing is for you.
No, I'm not staying in the bed past
Right.
this time.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's.
I think about it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting.
No,
this
I'm
response.
expecting-
It was
I'm
her.
expecting
She. It was that lean with the look. It was like, you
Lean
get
with
it. You
it,
doing
rock
it.
with it.
I know my friend. She was
It's
like,
okay, because I know my friend, so she's in. We're gonna do no November. She gonna think about it. She gonna have a back and forth in the battle. Then she gonna be like, okay, I thought about it, and I'm gonna do it. Because you cannot say things like I want better. You cannot say things like I want deeper relationships. I want better connections. I want
that's
to
why I don't
hear.
complain. Because if I'm not doing the work, I'm big on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on that personally.
Accountability.
I hold myself accountable to the fullest standard. So it just was like, then you don't want to be skinny because you still laying here.
No, I
you know what
don't
I'm
ever
saying?
want to be skinny. I'm
You
be clear
know,
about
but
that.
what I want to
I
be
wanna be
smaller, you know what I'm
thick.
saying? But it's just like
'Cause she
I ain't
thick.
mad. Like I'm not gonna be mad when I wake up thick. If I wake up tomorrow and the scale say 260, I can't even be mad because I ain't did nothing that I said I was gonna do.
I could be
Like,
mad because
you know?
I don't want to be here. No.
But I'm definitely accountable with myself to a sense where it's just like I can't be upset that I'm still the same weight I am because I did not do
Anyways,
the work.
we doing November.
They're doing no November.
When we come
I'm
back
gonna
next
think
season,
about
because
it.
we won't be recording, she gonna tell y'all how she
We'll
did.
be off again.
Yeah, we'll be off in October, and we be done. We wrap this up
Yeah,
in
the season
October.
ends in the end of October.
Oh, child. Okay.
All right.
They coming
Anyways,
and going. I need a second job just to pay for this. Would y'all subscribe? Hey, send the link. Tell your peoples, your cousins, your baby mamas, your baby's daddies, your teammates, your workmates. Please tell the folks to subscribe. I ain't got no more money. Lord, I do. Amen. I need to
balling.
use my money somewhere else.
but I don't want to pay
That's
Drake.
what you just
but
see
I'm
me
balling.
fix it. I just said I take that back.
That's crazy
I
work.
do. I am
We
grateful.
love Drake. Drake
That's
does
crazy
amazing.
work.
Very
work.
much.
I'm talking about everybody
But
be talking about how
I
good
could
it
use
looks.
this money somewhere else. But if y'all subscribe and we start getting monetized, it'll help a lot. Okay,
We can pay Dre.
We can pay Dre.
We can get hair and makeup.
Right.
We
That's
can
what,
get Dre a cup.
I'm probably still not gonna pay
Hey.
for that. I'm not
No, I
gonna
ain't paying
lie.
for that,
I ain't
no.
gonna pay for
my
makeup.
makeup.
No.
my
But I want
hair
that cup though.
We get you a cup. We need you a
Amen.
cup.
But yeah, the cup is coming. I'm probably not gonna pay for makeup, but
I ain't paying for
and
hair.
I do my
either.
own
I
hair
pay
too,
for-
every now
I
and
do pay
then.
for hair.
You
and,
do.
and
She
other
pays
things
me.
that comes with them. I'm not.
Don't you start.
I won't say.
Don't
nothing.
you start.
I won't say
with
nothing.
that.
All right, guys, for real.
But
listen.
nonetheless,
Drake
no,
said
for real,
5.
y'all. Subscribe, share, y'all. Please, it is free to subscribe. It does not hurt on YouTube.
It don't
It's
cost you.
free. Just please subscribe. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. It is a Facebook page. I still never figured out how to work it, but it's one that exists. Amen. Follow our personal pages. We have
Yes.
personal pages. The Mike Assassin, Miss CCJ, and then the coach. I don't want to mess it up. What is it?
Jasmine _ the coach.
Jasmine _ the coach, and then mine is Mike Assassin _ Miss CCJ. But yes, follow our pages, stay in the loop for content and all those things. But subscribe. We need to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this season. Okay,
All right.
and we
That's
can do
the goal.
it. We can do it. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's
All
the
right.
goal.
Threesome right now, right?
No,
I
no,
don't know. I don't be looking.
like 260.
All right, we
Close though.
Yeah, we're
We
at
hit-
like
we
260,
hit
which was still
5.
great. I'm not complaining. We did good, but we can hit 5. We can do it.
You
If
done
everybody
did
just share,
good.
like take the people's phone and just hit
But you
subscribe.
can
Like
do
take it and
better.
just do it.
Y'all
okay?
hear the you hear the music
Yep,
underneath?
mhm.
It's
the background
Academy
for me.
Award.
That's how I gotta be. But yes, so do that. They're gonna do no November. And like I
Anyways,
said,
because I'm sick of her. We're doing no November. We're doing no November, and we'll let you know. And when we come back, what she did, all the faces and all that other stuff, I'm straight on. Anyways, so Drake said we gotta go, so we're gonna wrap up. We're excited because a couple of episodes are coming when we have our guest.
yeah, we already had our guests, our moms.
Our moms
we
were
had our
number
first
one.
one.
They
but
were the first one.
now we're gonna have our male guests, guys, to kind of piggyback on the episodes that we've already talked
I
about.
cannot wait to hear what they got to say. I mean, you know, Dre, we always hear what he got to
Dre
say.
always- but he's gonna come on this side, guys.
he's
We're gonna
never
actually
quiet.
see him.
Now you'll see what I
and
look
be
What?
a part
No, say it
of the
with your chest.
conversation.
I did. It was just real low.
Right. That means-
But that's coming, and then still the other things that we have in the works, guys. But yeah, I want y'all to know, what does saying no look like for you? Like
Yeah.
if you could say no to certain things and certain people in certain situations, what do you think it'll look like? Good, bad, or indifferent. Stop saying yes if it's draining you. Stop saying yes if it's pulling you in 1,000 places and making you thin. You know, you're spread too thin. Stop saying yes if you can't afford it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to say no. It's power in no.
There's so much power.
You know, it's power in no. So
saying no
to
others is saying yes to you.
I like that.
So what I will say is maybe y'all should join us for No November. Figure
Comment.
out what
Let
that
us
thing
know.
looks like for you. What is that area of your life where you struggle to say no, where you know you could use more discipline? And make that your challenge in November. Join us for No November. Mixed emotions, second thoughts. So we're going to wrap up before she says she's not doing it because she's doing it. So we're going to wrap up, guys, like we always do. Remember
I was trying
the
to think
rules.
if we had a
Remember
joke.
the
I couldn't
rules.
remember.
Oh, we got a joke.
I didn't send so
No.
many. We did the
Dang,
peanut butter
We did the
one.
peanut butter one. That was so good.
We did the
Dang,
peanut
what
butter
was...
one.
We never ready. We going to be ready next episode.
All right.
She going to be ready because we going to go... Yep. All right, guys. So listen. Remember the rules like we tell you every episode. Be good.
Be good.
You can't be good. Be careful.
Be careful.
You can't be careful. Take your
ass home.
Take your tail home. All right, guys. Peace, love, and soul. We out.